Play. I'm Jessica Spice, and I'm glad to have you here with me today. So today I'm kind of doing something a little different. I am doing the pandemic teaching tag that was created by Michelle Foray, or I should say Michelle Emerson of Pocketful of Primary. So I will link her down below in the description box. So it is just 10 questions that you can answer, and I hope you guys can take some time to do this teaching tag as well. And it's just about teaching in a pandemic. So let's get started. All right, question number 1. Are you teaching in person, hybrid, or virtually? So as anyone who's been following me the past few months knows, I am teaching virtually and I'm having a lot of fun with it. How that works is the school I'm working for is literally called virtual school. It's separate from our regular classrooms because students, before we went back into lockdown, could attend in person, or they could choose to enroll in the virtual school. And so some of our students chose to do that. In our virtual school, we run our day just like a normal school day, about 9 a.m. to 3 p.m. We include all the normal components of a school day. So in kindergarten, we teach to the 4 frames. And then as well, we're having daily physical activity and lots of time for socializing as well. Play is a big component of our school day. So we also integrate time for children to have free and open indoor or outdoor play in their school day as well. We teach using Google Meets, and I'm really loving using that program. It's working out really well for our families and our students. I teach from home. My teaching partner, Sarah, works from her home as well. And it's pretty neat because we actually don't live that far from each other. We're in separate rooms, but we're able to collaborate and work together to deliver a program. That's pretty neat. Question number 2 is, on a scale of 1 to 10, how are you doing? So in terms of school, I definitely would say 9 out of 10. I'm loving virtual. It's posed a really unique challenge, and it's been fun to kind of change how I do things so that it will work for the virtual classroom. I have a great teaching partner. Her and I are on the same wavelength, and we have just like the cutest kids and the funnest families, so it just ended up working out really well. The only reason I would say I'm not a 10 out of 10 is because I don't know if it's my internet or my device, all my devices, or a combination of, but I can't share video with sound. Everything just crashes. So if I could share video, then I would say I was a 10 out of 10. Question number 3. What is one positive thing about your teaching format? I think definitely that everyone is home and safe. Recently we went back into sort of a stricter lockdown. So students who were in school are now making the switch to virtual, and therefore the staff members who were teaching in person are teaching virtual as well. And I would say that that's really hard for them because you don't know when you're going to be flip-flopping back and forth depending on what happens with the COVID situation. So I'm glad that I know where I am for the school year and there's no moving around. We don't have to concern ourselves with switching up our format at all. All right, question number 4. What is one thing you're rocking while teaching in a pandemic? In our class, I would definitely say that building positive and strong relationships with our families and with our students, it was a priority right from the beginning for Sarah and I. And again, that's why I'm really lucky to have Sarah with me as my partner, because we both care about building strong relationships with our families. So it made it really easy to integrate that into our programming, and now we have such strong connections with our families that it's just making this all a really spectacular experience. So I would say forming relationships, building rapport has definitely been something that Sarah and I have rocked during the pandemic. It's like having a little family every day with you on your computer screen, so I think that's pretty cool. Question 5, what is one challenge you've faced and how have you overcome it? So definitely living in a small house has posed a little bit of a challenge. I am actually in my bedroom, and my bedroom is not very big. I am in a little corner, so teaching in a really compact, tiny space has definitely been a challenge. It's been hard to kind of rig everything up so that I have everything at my fingertips when I need it, and trying not to take up too much space within my house has been hard, but I've figured it out. Really, I've learned a lot about what you do and don't really need when you're teaching. So I've kind of scraped away the fat and I just have what I actually need with me. And if anything, this was like a good lesson to myself about what I need to have on hand when I'm teaching. Yes, definitely working in a small space was a challenge, but it was a good challenge. All right, question number 6. What is one thing that has made teaching easier during the pandemic? In Ontario, the full-day kindergarten program consists of an ECE and an OCT who work together in equal partnership to deliver the program. And luckily, that's the same in our virtual school. Having a teaching partner like Sarah, who I already knew, and we already had a connection and we had already worked together before, was really awesome. And then we're also on the same wavelength about so many things, and we kind of have a similar teaching style and a similar way of doing things. So having a teaching partner has made this experience so much better, because even though I'm at home and alone in my bedroom all day in front of the computer screen, it's like I'm never really alone because I always have Sarah with me. I think co-teaching, having a teaching partner, is the best thing ever, and I think every classroom on the face of the planet should be a co-teaching classroom. It's just 2 heads are better than 1. What can I say? All right, number 7. What is one change you've made that you'll continue after the pandemic ends? So one really big change that I've made is actually my activity level. So who would have thought that that would happen? I am currently walking about 15,000 steps a day. Before, I was maybe hitting about 10,000. My goal is to eventually work up to 20,000 steps a day. It's doable. I've done it quite a bit. Usually on weekends I hit 20,000 steps. So I am walking before and several times after school, and then once or twice during the school day as well on my lunch breaks. I definitely feel like I am healthier and happier doing all of this extra walking every day. It's a type of physical activity that I enjoy. I just cannot get into going to the gym or doing really hardcore workouts, but walking works for me, makes me happy, makes me feel good. I feel like it reduces my stress level. So that is definitely a change I'll keep up after the pandemic ends. If I am back in a face-to-face school, then I will probably start walking on my lunch breaks instead of hiding under my desk in the classroom. Question 8, what has been your favorite purchase during the pandemic? So favorite purchase number 1 has definitely been my blue light glasses. So do they work? I don't know. I feel like I am less tired by the end of the school day, but for the most part, I just think I look really cool with these on, so I just kind of wear them all the time around the house. I am a big fan of these blue light glasses. I went on Amazon and I just searched retro blue light glasses and I found these. Do they really work? I don't know. I love them and I think I just look super cool. And then favorite purchase number 2 is this bad boy right here. This is my ClipOn ring light, also purchased on Amazon. It has different settings. It plugs in via USB into my computer, and so I just kind of clip it on top and it brightens me up. It's not that bright in my room. I have a window beside me, so it's not really the best positioning, but I don't have another spot I can be in. And on dark and dreary days, it is pretty hard to see me on the Google Meet, so having a light really helps to illuminate me so the children can actually see what I'm doing. Love having this light. Number 9, how have you been taking care of yourself during the pandemic? Definitely walking. It's been a therapy for me. It makes me feel so much better. As well as walking, I've been watching more things on Netflix every once in a while. I'm not a big sit down and watch things type of person, but I've found some really neat shows. Queen's Gambit, really cool. Watch that if you haven't done it already. Of course, I got into the Tiger King craze when that first happened, so allowing myself to have time to relax and sit down and just watch something. I feel like I didn't allow myself to do that very much before because it made me feel like I was wasting time, but now I need to kind of allow myself to focus and rest and recharge. And honestly, sitting down and watching a show on Netflix has been a really good way to do that. Last question, I almost did 9 again. Number 10, what has been making you happy during this time? Definitely having, I'm sorry to say, but the best class in the world. They are funny, they are sweet, they're kind to each other, they're kind to Sarah and I, the parents are amazing. Having such an awesome class has definitely been making me super happy during this time. And then I think having dogs that forced me to keep active. I probably wouldn't walk so much during the day if I didn't have my dogs. So spending lots of time with them and just being silly has also been something that's been making me really happy. So my class and my dogs. I don't know how I could have survived being home so much and just kind of being a little out of my mind if I didn't have my dogs to kind of keep me grounded. Okay, so those are all 10 questions for the pandemic teaching tag. I will copy and paste them in the description box below so you can try it next. If you don't have a YouTube channel, you can post your responses on Twitter or Instagram. If you post it on TikTok, that's cool, but I won't see it because I don't do that. But wherever you post it, I would love to see your responses. I thought this was kind of a cool, fun little thing to do, and it is almost like a time capsule that we can look back on later when we forget that this happened. I don't think we'll ever forget this happened. So thank you for tuning in. This video is part of my birthday week extravaganza. I'm not sure which day this will be posted, but whatever day it is, have a good day. See ya.
Hey, do you like educator merch? I bet you do. If you head over to my Teespring shop, Miss Spice and Everything Nice, I have a ton of different teacher merch for you to check out. There's even some stuff for kids and students as well. If you like sweaters, guess what? I've got sweaters. Maybe you're more into tote bags. Well, I definitely have a tote bag for you. Perhaps you're a wall tapestry type of person. Hold your horses. I have wall tapestries. And maybe, just maybe, you drink coffee or coffee-like beverages. Well, have I got a coffee or coffee-like beverage type mug for you. Head over to my Teespring shop, Miss Spice and Everything Nice. The link is in the description box below, and check it out. See if there's something there you might enjoy.